Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Don't know if you can see it. There's some deer in the background there. They're all over the place here, man. But they're almost even comfortable with you, you know, like they don't run away right away, and Peanut's out here. So I just wanted to do another little video about the 2016 election and this idea that Trump and Hillary, you know, were working together to fix the election, you know, and that Hillary threw it so that Trump could win. And I feel that more and more. I feel more strongly about that the more I think about it, and as more information comes out, even right now. It's like once you see it, man, you know, it's as clear as day. So the two things that I wanted to talk about here mostly, well, three. I don't know if I don't want to be too dire, but one is about the phone calls that were on Don Jr.'s cell phone. There was 2 blocked calls, I think, previous to the Trump Tower meeting, which Trump Tower meeting is totally bogus, man. It's all set up. It is. It's all set up to make it look like Trump is colluding with the Russians, and he is, and it's like, but in a much different way, you know, because he was colluding with the Russians to make sure, you know, Hillary was. To lose on purpose so he could win, you know. It's just like the perfect crime. So, but it's been revealed that the 2 block calls, one was to the CEO of NASCAR or something, I forget his name, and then the other one was to a real estate, a big real estate businessman in New York who has ties to Russia, supposedly, which is, you know, it's just all too convenient. I think his name is Gorber. So what I'm telling you, this is like the Vegas thing, man, where, you know, where you make videos about things, but the people online who are part of the conspiracy, they know what really happened. So they're just like toying with you. They know all the things that you say that are wrong, you know, and they know what the things that are right. So they stay away from the things that are right, but the things that are wrong, they just feed you the rope. And this is just like one of those things that's wrong. And so they just, you know, they can't wait for this to come out. In fact, the timing is actually, you know, Trump's in a little trouble, man. His news cycle daily is getting worse and worse. And so, you know, these little things that pop up that seem to help him, it's awfully convenient. But even, you know, and I think this was the Senate Intelligence Committee, you know, that somehow this became news from that. So that was one thing. The other thing is I just saw this morning, literally as I was laying in bed before I got up, and was that Tulsi Gabbard supposedly, and I didn't even read the article, I just read the headline and maybe a few sentences, you know, that for 2020, somehow, I don't know, Russia has, you know, has focused on her, you know, and helping her campaign, supposedly. You know, which, I mean, I really liked her. I mean, you know, just her personality. She's on Tucker all the time. That's where I was introduced to her. So, and she's just got this really, really likable personality, and she has different perspectives. But what I was saying in one of my earlier videos is that, let's see if we can't get a little closer. He's still there. They're still there. This little guy. There's 2 little guys right there, man. What I was saying is that the whole thing with the DNC and the email hacks and the fact that, you know, it was exposed that high-level staff at the DNC seemed to be conspiring to make sure. Peanut, get over here. Peanut, get over here. Hey, come on. Come on, Peanut, let's go. Come on, Peanut, come on. Peanut, come on, let's go. Come on, buddy. This is how he's been sneaking out, right under that fence. So, you know, the high-level staffers were conspiring to make sure that Hillary won the primary, even though all those emails came out after she had already won. In fact, even their conversations were during at a time in the primary cycle that she had already pretty much was the sure winner. But I was saying that couldn't happen. That couldn't happen if Tulsi Gabbard never stepped down as the co-chair of the DNC, you know. And supposedly she did that because she wanted to do the right thing and she wanted to support Bernie, and she couldn't be co-chair and support Bernie at the same time, even though that's what supposedly Debbie Wasserman Schultz was doing, you know. And if you were really a politician, you would just do, you know, you would stay on as co-chair and still, you know, support him even silently, without writing things in your emails, you know, saying you're trying to sabotage the other candidate. That would be the politically beneficial thing to do, but she didn't. This is how that whole thing couldn't happen unless she stepped down, you know. But it did happen because she did step down. And so now there's an article. Maybe I'll show you it real quick when I go inside. All right, that's the article on Tulsi Gabbard. It's just an NBC article. I don't know if it's from today or what. It is February 2nd, 7:03 a.m. Russia propaganda machine discovers 2020 Democratic candidate Tulsi Gabbard, and it just goes on to say that 3 prominently social media experts, several experts who track websites and social media linked to the Kremlin, have also seen what they believe may be the first stirrings of an upcoming Russia campaign of support for Gabbard. Since Gabbard's announcement on January 11th, there have been at least 20 Gabbard stories on 3 major Moscow-based English language websites affiliated with or supportive of the Russian government. RT, the Russia-owned TV outlet, Sputnik News, a radio outlet, and Russia Insider. And you know, a lot of it involves with her stance on Syria, and, you know, I think pulling out of there is probably what her position is. Which, you know, I mean, these things, you know, I don't want to get into it, but I love it how a lot of people, I see them on YouTube all over the place, you know, they say that Israel is a warmonger and that we're warmongers, but whenever Russia goes into some place, they're somehow peacemakers. It's absurd. But so that's the story there. I mean, all 3 sites celebrated Gabbard's announcement, defended her position on Russia and her 2017 meeting with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Russia, an NBC News analysis of the main English language news sites employed by Russia in 2016 election meddling show, Tulsi Gabbard of Ohio, who is set to make her formal announcement, has become a favorite of the sites. It's the same stuff. So, you know, and then here's and these are all liberal outlets. I understand that, believe me, but, you know, whatever. Here's the article. There's many articles about Don Jr. and the 2 blocked phone calls, one to the NASCAR CEO and the other to the real estate, the big real estate businessman in New York with ties to Russia. It's just, I mean, just think of it this way. I mean, why of all places? It was totally staged. The Trump Tower meeting was staged. Why of all places would they meet in the Trump Tower? I mean, it's absurd, and it was absolutely 100% bound to be found out. Why of all the places, Trump Tower? You know, saying that Russia is getting behind the Tulsi Gabbard campaign for 2020. You know, she's one of the many Democratic candidates that have already announced that she's running for president. So that's the other thing I want to mention. The third thing I wanted to mention is one of my things that I'm telling you, this is going to prove it. And that the whole Schultz thing, you know, that's a big question mark for me. Is you know, 2020, man. We'll see what's going to happen. But if there's no third-party candidate and there's an even slightly attractive candidate on the Democrat side, what's going to happen is Trump's going to get annihilated, in my opinion. And, you know, that's going to upset a lot of people that watch my channel. But that's everything I'm telling you. you know, I think it's real, and I feel much more strong about it every single day, and that's going to be the proof in the pudding right there. And that's the end of this video. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel, So Peaceful Out, and give me a like down below. Smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.